Inviting you to invite divine intelligence to have its full sway now through every organ, action, function, cell, fiber, atom, molecule of your being, both in the conscious, unconscious, subconscious, all levels of beingness. Whatever's most needed by your soul at this very moment in time. Welcoming all healings, known and unknown, for your highest and best good. Welcome all healings. Welcome divine insight, divine revelation that's specifically for your highest and best good right here, right now. Allow that to come forth in you, as you, through you. There's time to go deeper still to the center of the I am that I am, the I am that you are. What divine insight, what holy insight is most needed by your soul at this very moment in time? Allow for all healings and divine insight to continue to unfold with ease and with grace. Inviting you to allow for your heart space to just fill with gratitude for this next inhalation and gratitude with the exhalation. Even more gratitude on the inhalations and even more gratitude is released on the exhalations as we bring our awareness and attention back to this very moment in time. With this next breath, just allow for even more gratitude, and the exhalation, even more gratitude as we bring our awareness and attention back to the physical. You may want to gently wipe your feet or tap your feet to the ground, being certain you can feel the ground support you. Tap the fingertips together as we come all the way back to the physical. And when you're ready and in your own time, just gently allow for the outer eyelids to open, adjusting to the temperature and the space. We leave this blessing now so that anybody who enters the double doors to the sanctuary is able to receive their own individualized blessing and healing and transformation. I know that all the work done this morning in the stillness continues to unfold for you, for me, for each of us, right on time, every single time. And so with deep gratitude to each of you present, this concludes the meditation portion of today's service. Blessings. Namaste.
Morning, everyone. Think of the person next to you. Think God loves you and I love you too. Feel that love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together, come together, we come together in the name of love. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. And feel that love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. We come together. Come together, come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love of each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. And feel that love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. Come together, come together, come together in the name of love. We come together, we come together, we come together. Sound good. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound like hey, 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 hey. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet now. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we're one big family. right place at the right time, just where you're supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is, one more time. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Good morning.
How about that? Okay. It is an incredibly beautiful day, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and it's wonderful to see you all here today. I am going to have a little prelude to this because I have to explain something. I printed out last week's bulletin. So you all have a bulletin that means absolutely nothing for today. But I will see what I can do about getting you the actual order of service for this very day. Mark is going to give me his copy, and I'll make copies and pass them out. And that is going to work perfectly, right, Mark? He's so easy to get along with. All right, so good morning. Here we go. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary, and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watching remotely on YouTube. My name is Eileen, and it is truly an honor and privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter where you are or who you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand. All right, we thank you all for coming back again. And we suggest now that you silence your phones and put them away, and you may partake more fully into our beautiful service today. Thank you again for being here. Happy to see you.
So because you don't have a proper printout in your hand, today's message has got an interesting title. The title is Holy Land. So I'm very curious to see what Mark has to say about that. But before we get to there, we've got some other procedural items to get through. One of them is the centering song. I didn't have a song that had those lyrics, Holy Land, in it, but this is pretty close. We are standing on holy ground, and I know that there are angels all around. Can you feel that love right now? Right now. That sweet spirit here with us on holy ground. As I walked through the door, I caught that feeling. Over here and over there and all around. It's compassion. It's forgiveness, it's a welcome that is endless. All are one here in this presence on holy ground. We are standing on holy ground. I see them in front of me, all around. Can you feel that love right now? Right now. That sweet spirit here as us on holy ground.
So I invite us to breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Let's just breathe that in together. Know that where we stand is holy ground. Where we are is holy ground simply because we're on it. So just for today and for every day after today, could you remind yourself with me, just say it together with me, I am holy. I am holy, holy. I am holy. And then Al will ask the question.
Are you?
It's our job to remember this, and one way we can do that is with affirmative prayer, knowing that the power and the presence, the love, the grace of pure spirit that created everything, the mountains, the seas, the stars, the moon, created me and you in its image and likeness, whole, complete, perfect, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. It is right where I am. It is right where you are. And there are times where we may want to push it away, and it doesn't change the fact that it's still there in its wholeness, in its allness, in its eternality, in its full glory, in its full capacity. It is united with me. It is united with you. And it's from this place of unification and oneness that I speak a word of blessing about this service. I know that it continues to unfold with ease and grace, with a sense of joy, even with a sense of play, with a sense of the unexpected, so that spirit can have its full sway in, through, and as every word that's spoken, all the music that's sung, the readings, the meditation, all of it. All of it is loaded with holiness if we choose to see with right seeing, with divine right eyes. So the next time you look in the mirror and declare for yourself, I am holy, you can see yourself with insight, with a revelation that allows for a healing. Because if you are holy, what does that mean for you, about you? It means you can have instantaneous healings. You can have the most amazing abundance. You can have amazing family dynamics and relationships. You can have amazing romantic relationships, marriages, friendships, partnerships. You can have amazing work, the most beautiful home and cars. Whatever it is you choose. For in the holiness that you are, nothing is ever withheld from you. And so I'm calling it forth to work in a new way today. We're new, we're here, we're never going to have the same configuration of people again. And so I'm going to celebrate that. I want you to revel with me in this. And we stand for each other's holiness, for our highest and best good. So anything now that is heretofore blocked or hindered, deferred, denied, or delayed, the expression of each of your individual highest and best good, I'm going to vanquish it now, invite you to vanquish it in the center of your mind's eye now, back to the nothingness from which it came. It can only come with you if you drag it, like a carry-on suitcase. So I'm going to invite you to let it go. If it no longer serves you, you no longer need it. And just stay open and receptive in a field of awareness so that the full divinity, the full holiness of the holy can have its full sway in, through, and as every organ, action, function, cell, and fiber, atom, molecule of your beingness. This is what I know to be true. This is what I know to be so. And as we continue, as we always do each week, we speak our own names out loud in the sanctuary space, and then those we're holding about prayer. Brother Mark, if you would say your names. And now anybody you're holding in your hearts about prayer, just say the names out loud. Jordan, Antoinette, Tish, Gabe, Ellen, and Torres family, Chitjian family, Chitjian family, Gomez family, our friends in Ukraine. It almost sounds like a beautiful chant. And when we see each, now that we know that we're holy, we must see them with holy eyes, beyond circumstance or appearance. We must see them in the image and likeness that they are made of God, of Spirit, of the divine intelligence itself, of source energy itself. So that changes everything. Because despite what's happening in the moment, there's a divinity, there's a holiness always happening. And we call it forth now, to be here and now, and to radiate and manifest quicker and quicker, because we're impatient people on earth. In spirit, there's no time, and to us, we just want it to be right here and right now. So that's why we always proclaim right here and right now for your highest and best good. Just say with me, I proclaim, I allow all that is for my highest and best good. Yes, let it be in me, as me, through me. Let it heal me now to the holiness that I am in truth. Yes, this feels good. So thank you for that. Now we go to peace, because we're in a world that experiences a lot of things that don't look like peace. So every week we proclaim peace. Now, we must first find it within ourselves. So try to just breathe in whatever level of peace you're at. It's fine, no judgment. Let's breathe in peace and we exhale peace. The idea of peace now that I'm talking about is inner peace. It's also the outer peace that's a spiritual peace. The peace with a capital P that is always happening. So I'm looking for us to align with that with our breath. We can send it as an energetic field and frequency through the double doors, through the rooftop of the sanctuary. We radiate and beam with all the other places speaking about peace, all the temples, the synagogues, the churches, the mosques, wherever it is. If it's about peace, and it's true peace with a capital P, I'm for that, I'm about that, inviting you to become for that and about that. And now see it multiply and magnify into millions and millions of energy units of peace. And what I know is that peace takes into itself all lower frequencies and vibrations, everything that doesn't look like peace. It's like a whirlwind or a little mini tornado of good, of peace. And so I call forth for all lower frequencies and vibrations to be wrapped up into the highest and biggest idea of peace. And we send it now through the oceans and the seas, the galaxies and the stars, to all those areas in the world in conflict and struggle and strife. Unimaginable that starvation could be happening on our planet and in our globe. So see humanitarian aid and food and supplies reach those in most need right here, right now. I'm going to call it a miracle, and in spirit it's ordinary. So inviting you to call that forth with me. Let's see world leaders change their minds on policy positions toward and for, affirmatively about peace. Some of that could be happening. I feel it's happening. I feel our prayer helps it to happen. See hostages released. See those, every city, village, and town in Ukraine. See a hermetic peace shield just drop over that. See it magnify and multiply from the millions and millions of units of energy to trillions and trillions and billions, but trillions probably bigger than billions. We let it just wash over it all. Make a way where I may not see the way. I know that two or more are gathered. I know that Spirit knows how to do this, and I call it forth. I invite you to stand with me on this rock of truth and knowing, and we shall not be moved nor swayed from this place. Anytime you doubt this, you can always breathe it back in for yourself and start again and speak your own word out loud. Peace. If you know any other languages, speak the word peace out loud, Mir. Peace. It feels so good, I don't want to add any words. Let's just take another moment in the peace. We let it be. And I bless the rest of the service, the board meeting, all of it, all of you, and together we say, and so it is. And David in the sound booth. So Eileen's coming forth for the reading of the day. It's submitted by one of our congregants, Ed Dollar, and Ed and Peggy may be watching. We never know when they're watching.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, this is submitted by Ed Dollar, and this man has the heart and soul of a poet. If you had the correct bulletin, you would see that Mark's topic today is Holy Land. There's a lot of holy going on in this service today, song titles, and what we're talking about. And this reading submitted by Ed Dollar, Holy Land, the inner sanctuary. The Holy Land is not found on maps, not claimed by borders. It is the place within where the soul remembers its origin. It is the field of divine awareness, seeded with intention, watered by grace, and harvested through presence. In the Holy Land, every step is a prayer, every breath a covenant. The stones speak in silence, the winds carry wisdom, and the light does not shine, it reveals. We do not journey to the Holy Land, we awaken to it. It is the sacred geography of the soul where love is law and truth is terrain. Blessed are those who walk it, not with feet but with faith, for they shall know the land not as possession but as communion. Let us look at Holy Land as spiritual revelation, the promised land reimagined. The promised land is not a parcel of earth, it is the fulfillment of spiritual consciousness. In metaphysical terms, it is the vibrational field we enter when we align with divine mind. It is not granted by inheritance or conquest, but by awakening. Ernest Holmes reminds us that heaven is within, and the promised land is the outpicturing of that inner heaven. It is the realization of wholeness, abundance, and divine order, not someday, not now, but when we claim it. Neil Diamond Walsh would say the Holy Land is where God and man meet as one. It is not a destination, but a declaration. I and the Father are one. Greg Braden's heart math and resonance teaching suggests that the Promised Land is a coherent field. When heart and brain entrain to divine frequency, we step into the sacred terrain. Ms. Niccolo di Svevia's mystical lens might frame it as the soul's return to its native frequency, where the veils of separation dissolve and the land flows with milk, nourishment, and honey, sweetness of truth. The Promised Land is not reached by wandering, it is remembered. It is the place where we no longer seek but see, where manna is not dropped from the sky but drawn from the field of infinite supply. Imagine the temple as indwelling presence, the Holy of Holies within. The temple, in metaphysical terms, is the architecture of the soul. It is not built with stone, but with stillness. It is the sacred geometry of awareness, where spirit dwells, not behind a veil, but in the breath, the silence, the knowing. The Holy of Holies is the innermost chamber of consciousness, where the I am resides. The Ark of the Covenant becomes the heart, carrying the law of love, the staff of guidance, and the manna of divine provision. The veil of separation was torn not by force, but by realization. When we know ourselves as divine, the veil dissolves and the temple is revealed to us. The rituals of old, incense, offering, song, become metaphors for our daily practice, breath as incense, gratitude as offering, and joy as song. In this view, the temple is not a place we enter, it is a place we embody. We become the sanctuary, the altar, the priesthood. Every act becomes liturgy. Every moment becomes holy. The Holy Land is not over there, it is in each of us. The promised land is not a promise, it is a presence. The temple is not built, it is born. And we, the seekers, are not pilgrims, we are rememberers. Blessed be our feet that walk in awareness, blessed be our hearts that house the infinite. Blessed be the land that awakens beneath our gaze.
Anybody remember that old bumper sticker? My karma ran over your dogma. My twisted little mind just went there during that talk. Sorry. When I was a boy, each week on Sunday we would go to church and pay attention to the priest as he would read the holy word and consecrate the holy bread, and everyone would kneel and bow. Well, today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I went to Sunday school, we would learn about the time that Moses split the sea in two and Jesus made the water wine. And I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still, but by now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle, like wine for water that's not so small. But an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-downs. Now I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. So if you read a question in a child's face, tell me that it's not a testament. That's a very hard case to make. And see another new morning come, say it's not a sacrament, I'll tell you, can't be done. This morning I stood outside and saw a little red-winged bird singing like a burning bush, shining like a scripture verse. Made me want to close my eyes and remember when church let out. Oh, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. 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 Holy now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Al Yankee. All right, now keep the claps going in a slow clap, and I'm going to come up there. Ready? Slow clap. Now fast. Clap. I didn't hear it. Let's go. We got to get the dry ice out. Woo. And the smoke. Woo. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Are you feeling holy? All right. Now, I don't know if I want to go to the tape yet. I got so much material here. I don't know where I want to go yet. I'm thinking about a tape for 3 minutes. Are you up to a tape? All right. It's pretty darn good. But let me start before we go to the tape. I brought a poem from John Wellwood, and it goes like this. Forget about enlightenment. Sit down wherever you are and listen to the wind singing in your veins. Feel the love, the longing, the fear in your bones. Open your heart to who you are right now. Not who you would like to be, not the saint you are striving to become, but the being right here before you, inside you, around you. All of you is holy. Just say with me, all of me is holy. Is it? All of me is holy. So you're already more and less than whatever you can know. Breathe out, touch in, and let go. That was written by John Wellwood. We're going to do like maybe a 3-minute clip. If I don't like it, we'll stop it. Let's see. I think I would like it. It's about being hypnotized. that. It's Jake, W-H-A-N, if you want to follow that. It's pretty good. I love the video clips. They're short. And imagine now that we're in this time where all I can offer is 3 minutes. And you guys pretty much got it, right? Did you love the part where the fog was lifted? Yes, I love that so much. Because you could see it visually, like, okay, well, who's going to release my fog? When my medications have medications, that's what he's talking about, right? We can be on a medication that has a booster medication now. I don't know if you guys were aware of that. And even when I asked my own doctor for certain things, I'm like, okay, I didn't take them all, but they're sending me a lot of them all the time. I didn't say not to send them. It still comes to my door. If I want to avoid this, I do this. So what are we avoiding a lot? I think, I'm just going to break it down and lay it down today. I think we're avoiding our holiness. Wholeness and holiness, it's pretty similar, but this is the problem with becoming aware. Antoinette, you know this because you took all the classes. Remember that? Now, that was not that easy, was it? You did great. And the main thing is you stayed with it. And it was a 12-week program, 3 months of classes, because it takes a while to break a pattern. Now, it is not impossible for Jordan or anybody to walk out of here today and be a holy new person. Like, you choose that in this moment. There's a thing called divine revelation. I'm not saying that you have to have a process of anything. There's a line that I'm hearing. There's a process. There's no process of healing. There may be a process in healing. Meaning it may take time, but there's no of to it. We make it harder than it is. If we wake up and we look in the mirror and we proclaim our holiness, then we're going to rethink everything we put in our body. We may go walk, we may exercise, we may play sports. Our hearts and our bodies need vigorous energy like 3 to 5 times a week, at least 22 to 27 minutes of vigorous energy at a certain heart rate. It's different for each person. That's not that easy to get. That's a commitment. A lot of times I've been doing that like 5 times a week, and then my body's like, what the heck? Like if I play pickup all 3 hours, I can barely move the next day. And sometimes I have to crawl out of my car to get home if I'm playing with the young kids here in Redlands or somewhere. So this idea, let me just go back to the idea of one of the things I think the reason I think we divert is when we know we're holy, the gig is up. The jig is up, the gig is up, because there's a saying in spiritual realms, an extended mind cannot retract. So once we know we're more, once we know we're deserving, once we know we're one with the one, we change. We could try to fool ourselves, and we cannot. Spirit cannot be tricked nor fooled. And you are spirit. Do you believe that? Just say, I am the living spirit. Yes, you are. And we were supposed to do, if Scripture is accurate, so much more than this you shall do, right? All right. Let me see. I think I'm getting from my heart what I want to get out. No, there's more. Look around the room and try to see everybody just for a minute or so as holy. Just see each person as a holy person. Before you leave, Jordan, we're blessing you as holy. Okay, you can leave now. Even the energetic of a blessing is a lot. I'm good with that because I'm just going to say what's in my heart for today, and I'm good with that. Because when we see somebody the right way, now we're seeing, like, this is how we build community, is by us seeing each other the right way. We don't have to fix anything. We don't have to change anything. We just have to love everybody anyway. I gotta. It's an affirmation if you choose. I gotta love them anyway. That is holy seeing. That is right seeing. And then despite all what's happening in the drama of the moment or whatever, there's nothing that we can do to destroy ourselves. This is the hard part of this stuff. If I am living in the Holy Land, if I'm standing on holy ground, the spirit within me is eternal. It's changeless, timeless, formless, deathless. So it will allow me to destroy myself. It's inconsequential to it, because I will have freedom in the realm. Does that make sense? So there was a beauty in the reading, and the reason I did the video and the reading, we're using all our senses. We're like, I think some of it's already, I think all of it has come through. And by the time I speak, I don't really need to say anything, because it's all been laid out. Like, how much clearer can you get than the reading? That in the Holy Land, it's an awakening. That means it's an awakening to what is always happening. There's always goodness. There's always mercy. There's always abundance. There's always divine right health. There's always divine right action. It's just that we can get stuck in things that take us in a different journey, in a different direction. And those things look real, and those things look true. But do you remember that they were in the lower? In the video, those things were in the lower. And our job is to raise to the higher. So part of being in this holiness, seeing with holy eyes, with divine sight, is to raise. We know what all the lower things are. You can even label, you can jot it down for yourselves. You can put arrows that go down, because those keep me down. And what raises me? And then focus on what raises me. Now, I'm going to tell, let me see if I'm going to tell this or not. What we say to other people is really important. A lot of times I don't respond because you definitely don't want to hear some of the things I want to say in the human mark. I have to get to the holy mark. I have to do work to get to, like, I'm just going to say this. My mom was recently, I don't really usually talk about personal things. She fell, she's 91, because, she's not going to use a walker, right? Because you need one. It's better just to fall. And she laid there instead of calling 911, because it was 4:30 in the morning. She just decided to wait a couple hours to call my sister, not 911. What's my sister going to do, even though she's 20 minutes away? And what if you already had just bled out because she cracked her head, she broke her nose? Then when I see her in the hospital, this is now she's home. I'm going there immediately after today. I'm going to be there 2 days. So definitely pray about that with me. For me to be able to do and say, like, sometimes nothing. Sometimes I'm just going to witness. And what I wanted to say is she chose to say something that really talked about this idea, this topic. And I had no idea where it came from. I'm just listening. I try to just witness. I try not to do more than witness. I try to be positive. She said, this is my mom, obviously, the maternal side, my dad, the paternal side, my dad passed. She said, this is my dad's father speaking to her. Your grandfather told me I would never amount to this much of my mother. She's 91, and she's still talking about that to me. She said, he told me I would never amount to this much of her own mother, because she was a great seamstress, a great cook. She would always totally decked out. She looked like she was going to Sunday church all the time, like in a silk or satin dress with hose, and like in her house. That's how she dressed. It was a different time. But at 91, you can still, if you really still believe that about yourself, that hurt me. And then I'm wondering, now I understand why some of the things are said about me, to me, from them. Sometimes hurt people hurt people. They don't know better. So now you know better because you showed up here. I don't even care why. That's what Al want to know. What was this about? Holy Land, because now you know. Now you know. So now that we know better, we got to do better. We got to be better. So I guess a message for today for me is like, let's try things that will take us to the higher realm where we can erase the fog. They work. You know, when we're just energetic frequencies, so we're going to attract every single thing that we really truly believe. And until we can get rid of the things that we don't want to attract, we will keep going in a cycle and a circle of attracting the things we don't want to. That's just how this works. I didn't make it up. You can blame me, but I didn't make it up. It's just like universal law, universal intelligence. Antoinette, you can bring out your workbook and go through each week, right? You can share that with whoever you could teach that class, and I'll anchor in. So what I'm going to do is say, if I'm here, I'm going to be part of whatever group it is that you want to form, even if it's just a party of one. If you ever want to reach out and you want to do some work to find more of your holiness or to align with that, I'm here for that. I wasn't going to say that, but it came through so loud. Like, I am here to say, when you leave here, just take a picture of the 5 steps of affirmative prayer. Start writing prayers about yourself, for the conditions that you want to change in your life. I want to see those. I want you to email them to me. I will give you my opinion. I will even write a prayer treatment for you, about anybody. I've done it before when it's by request. And if I have any here, I might put some, I'll try to bring some by next week. I might have some in my folder. If I don't, I'm going to bring some that I've written. I don't usually save them, but I might print them, and then I want you to see how that could go. And then I want you to use your own words. Trust me, you're standing on holy ground. You're the Holy Land because Spirit needed you. There's a purpose, even if you don't feel it now. There's a purpose to you being here. That's for the upliftment of all. And so we have to find that. We work with that. We have to be mindful of what we're ingesting, right? So we want to bless anything we're taking, if it's medications, treatments. I'm going to bless all of that. We're for all that. But make sure it's for what you choosing, that you want that. So divine assimilation, divine elimination. Can you say that part with me? Divine assimilation, divine elimination. Right, so that even goes with our food. We're going to bless what we ingest, what we release, right? We turn all the donuts into broccoli spears. All right, so I think you guys got more than enough, did you not? It's a lot. I'm feeling like some people are like, okay, be quiet. It was a lot to take in, wasn't it? So we're going to go to our lexicon, our word of the day. You ready? This is a hard one. It's pronounced mi takuye oyasin. It's from Lakota.
Mitakuye oyasin. It means we are all one.
Isn't that nice? So Rosemary will pronounce it correctly. It's Lakota. And it means we're all related. It reflects the native understanding that every being, human, animal, plant, earth, water, sky, is kin. Isn't that beautiful? Yes. All right. So I'm going to read a couple quotes from the Baha'i, which I liked. The earth is but one country, and humankind its citizens. From Chief Seattle, humankind is not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. Can you feel it? All right. What do I need? 2 glasses. Eckhart Tolle, in the stillness of your presence, you can feel your own formless and timeless reality. You can then feel the same life deep within every other human and every other creature. This is the realization of oneness. White elk. If the white man wants to live in peace with the Indian, treat all people alike. Give them all an even chance to live and grow. All men and women were made by the same great spirit. We are all brothers and sisters. From the Baha'i, ponder at all times in your hearts how ye were created. Did you catch it? All right. From Thich Nhat Hanh, deep listening, compassionate listening, is not listening with the purpose of analyzing. You listen first of all to give the other person relief, to feel that someone finally understands. Sometimes we just have to witness, right? Sometimes we just have to witness and anchor the holier that's going on above that. So I'm just going to read this. This is from Scott Aubrey in Spiritual Passages. It's a reflection on today's topic. The earth offers a living lesson in generosity. That's why nature was in the video clip, right? Every field and forest reveals a divine pattern, life, endlessly giving birth to life. When we learn from indigenous wisdom and approach the land as sacred kin rather than as a possession, we begin to live in harmony with creation rather than in dominion over it. The intelligence within the soil holds the secret of creation. It knows how to bring forth abundance. The same is true of the inner landscape of our minds. When we cultivate thoughts of love, of gratitude, and possibility, the seeds we plant there will unfailingly grow. The miracle of life, whether in a garden or in a soul, is never in the striving, but in the trusting. So when we do this, when we express our holiness more and more and more, right, we're building faith. The more we practice, like anything, the better we become. Just like singing, just like playing the piano, just like all of it. It's practice. That's why in the word practitioner, it has almost all the word of practice. And guess what a practitioner is doing when we pray about somebody else? We're praying only for ourselves to know the truth about the person we're praying about. And I never, as part of this Holiness Day, I'm going to say to you, we never pray for someone. We pray about them. Because to me, if we're praying for them, we already started down here. That means they need something. They don't really need anything. They need us and everybody around them to see them the right way so that they can then treat themselves the right way. They lost, if something's going on, doesn't matter what it is, they lost their own sight of their own holiness. We just need to remind them, and then we're a village to do that, or a community. So we're praying about them. So we're already up here. We're just praying about them. We're knowing they're whole, complete, perfect, nothing missing, lacking, needing, or wanting. And I'm inviting everybody here and anybody watching, send in your prayers. Write the prayers about yourself. I would like to see them. I'd like to talk to you about them. I would even be willing to do those about you if you're not willing to do them about yourself. Okay, the lady Rosemary would like to say something.
I want to share an experience that I had this last week, and hopefully it will be as profound for you as it was for me. I went on a vision quest. I was feeling overwhelmed about some work that I was doing, and it taps into when you realize that what you're working on for yourself helps others, that may help others. It's pretty overwhelming because you think, oh my gosh, I hope this is right? And so I was scared. It's like, God, is this fantasy or is this truth, what I'm writing, you know? And so I went on this vision quest, and I prayed about it, and I asked for guidance. And the guidance that came was simple and profound. Spirit told me, inhale God's love and light. Exhale fear. Have no thoughts in between. When you feel that you might be experiencing fear for whatever, breathe in my love and light and exhale the fear. And do what you do, what you love, what you believe. And so now I breathe in God's love and light and exhale my fears. Oh.
Thank you, Rosemary. So let's all do that together. Let's breathe in God's love and light. With our exhalation, release anything that does not match that. All fears or doubts or worries, any sense of trepidation or lack or limitation or not enoughness. Let's let it go. Again, let's breathe in the divine love and light. I'm going to read 2 scriptures and go to the closing. I'm going to do a couple quotes and then the scripture. From Holmes. Even though we may be lost in the wilderness, we should not forget that the very power which created the wilderness is the power that builds the path for us to return to the Holy Land. You repeat that. Even though we may be lost in the wilderness, we should not forget that the very power which created the wilderness is the power that builds the path for us to return to the Holy Land. And it's no mistake that even in the video clip, breath work and breathing and nature were 2 of the 3 things. The third was stillness. And it's okay to play Al whenever you want. You could do whatever you want. From Hafiz, this place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. Wherever your eyes and arms and heart can move against the earth and sky, the beloved has bowed there. Our beloved has bowed there knowing you were coming. From John O'Donohue, we have a sacred responsibility to encourage and illuminate all that is inherently good and special in each other. We have a sacred responsibility to encourage and illuminate all that is inherently good and special in each other. From Rumi, in this earth, in this soil, in this pure field, let's not plant any seed other than seeds of compassion and of love. From Psalm 24:1. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. From Job 12:7 through 10. Ask the animals and they will teach you, the birds of the air and they will tell you. Ask the plants of the earth and the fish of the sea will declare to you. In God's hand is the life of every living thing and the breath of all humankind. And there's a closing by Carolyn Stratton. And if you have not already done so, I invite your outer eyelids to close and just take this in, whatever you want to do with it. The most beautiful souls are those who have felt life's deepest pains and still chose to love. Those who have faced tragedy and yet hold on to faith. Those who have known failure but continue to pursue their dreams. True beauty is not in perfection, rather in resilience, courage, and a heart that refuses to close. The most beautiful soul is not one untouched by life's storms, but one that has faced them with courage and emerged still willing to love. It is the soul that has known loss, the kind that shakes the heart and stretches the spirit, yet chooses to open itself again, offering kindness and compassion without holding back. A beautiful soul has walked through tragedy, moments that could have extinguished hope, and yet it continues to trust in the unseen, to have faith in the quiet guidance of life, and to believe that light will always follow darkness. It does not cling to bitterness, but allows the heart to heal and the spirit to rise. The most beautiful soul has also tasted failure, felt the sting of unmet expectations, and yet refuses to surrender its dreams. It understands that setbacks are not the end, but the shaping of character, the refining of resilience, and the quiet call to try again. Its courage is humble, its determination steady, and its vision inspired by the lessons of experience. This soul carries a depth that can only come from walking through the full spectrum of life. Joy and sorrow, triumph and disappointment, love and heartbreak. It radiates empathy because it knows suffering. It inspires hope because it has survived despair. And it nurtures others because it has learned the sacredness of the human heart. To meet such a soul is to witness grace in motion. It is a living testament that beauty is not found in perfection, but in the choice to continue, to love, to trust, to dream, even after the world has tested you again and again. Such a soul is rare, luminous, and unforgettable, reminding us that the heart's true strength lies in its ability to rise again and again with love at the center. So let's close affirming that all together out loud, the last line. I choose to rise again and again with love at my center. And so it is.
I remember feeling sad. Miracles don't happen still, but by now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle.
And thank you everyone for being here today. It's time for our offering, so I invite you to, if you're able to give as much as you can, and want to always give freely, meaning there's no expectation to it. And I invite you to say this affirmation with me, line by line, only if you believe it. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
Thank you for giving, and thank you for receiving, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing, and thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are the vessel of that love. So thank you for caring, and bless you for your sharing. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being who
So now I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward the offerings received. See them as multiplied, see them magnified. If you'd like and are able to do extra giving, the Lucite box is for our landscape project, which is $8,500 at a minimum for our front and side yards of the center. Let's proclaim that this place shall exist another 70 plus years in Redlands to do good works for those who choose to enter the doors. Can you feel it? Thank you so much to everybody for being here today. It means a whole lot. And so it is. All right. And now the announcements. Eileen has those here for you.
All right. You will see in your bulletin there are a lot of inserts today. We got a lot of wonderful things that are happening. But before one of the things that I have to share is that every morning I thank my angels that have guided me, guarded me, and protected me, and taken me this far in my life. I am at that point in my life where when anything goes wrong, I can blame it on, I'm elderly. And so I choose that a lot. You know, I forgot something, I'm elderly. So, you know, just leave me alone. I'm elderly. All right, our Board of Trustees meeting is at 11:45 p.m. today, a.m. You are invited to join Brother Mark and Ellen on Tuesday, October 14th, from 1 to 3 p.m. in San Bernardino. The address is on the flyer in your bulletin, for a day of prayer held by the San Bernardino Spiritually Subcommittee of the Department of Behavioral Health. October 17th, Harold Payne House Concert at 6 p.m. If you need more information about it, I believe you could ask Al. Would you have that? He's right there.
Sure.
He'll tell you all about it.
It's also an e-blast.
A what?
All this stuff is also an e-blast. If you need a link for anything, it's an e-blast.
Okay, what he said. Monday, October 20th is the Tao Te Ching book study at 6 to 9 p.m. That is held here in the sanctuary. When I first saw this, I thought, what can we possibly do for 3 hours from 6 to 9 p.m.? But it is a wonderful book study, and you know, when it comes to 9 p.m., you could keep on going, but it's time to go home. Sunday, October 26th, Al Yankee will be our guest speaker and musician for Oktoberfest. This is really fun. This is really fun. So please plan on being here for that last Sunday. Like I say, costumes are encouraged, but you know, you don't have to wear a costume. But do come, because he has a fun Sunday for us. Friday, October 31st, Halloween. Join us here for the Spooktacular. Costumes encouraged again, and bring a potluck dish to share. See you here. Now, that is hosted by Phil Courtney. And that's also a lot of fun. And there's information about it in your bulletin. We are doing a huge fundraising campaign now to raise $8,500 for a landscape project for the front of our sanctuary. Generously give as you can. Donations today are being collected in the Lucite box back there. You are invited now to stand, if you are able, and join us for the closing song. And thank you again so much for being here today.
So shake those things. Grab them and shake them. There you go. I'm waiting to hear some shaking going on. I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, you know, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking. I'm not hearing enough shaking. Lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Now I am walking with my eyes wide open, knowing with my mind wide open. I am loving with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open. I am knowing with my mind, with my heart wide open. I am walking with my eyes wide open, wide open. There is no separation, no matter what it looks like. No separation, no matter what they say. No separation except what I imagine. And I imagine separation's gone away.